Face in Action, a story inspired by James 2, 14:26. Chapter 1. The two travelers opens in a small village. Two travelers, Esau and Jacob, set out on a journey. They come across a poor man, old Elias, shivering in the cold. Esau, full of faith, says, "God will provide for you, old man." Jacob, moved with compassion, removes his cloak and gives it to Elias. Chapter 2. The hungry orphans. Travelers stop at a marketplace where a hungry orphan girl, Lina, sits begging. Esau speaks kindly to her. "May God bless you, child." Jacob buys her food and sits with her as she eats. Esau watches but does not act. Chapter 3. The rich merchants test a wealthy merchant. Master Darius overhears a conversation. He approaches Esau and Jacob, saying, "Faith alone is enough, is it not?" Jacob replies, "Faith is shown by what we do." Darius gives them a riddle. If two men pray for a harvest, but only one tills the land, who has faith? Chapter 4. The boat in the storm. A terrible storm breaks as they travel by boat. Esau and Jacob are with fishermen struggling to keep the boat afloat. Esau prays loudly but does not help. Jacob grabs a rope and helps secure the sail. The storm calms, and the fishermen thank Jacob. Chapter 5. The sick widow. In the next village, they meet widow Miriam, who is sick and alone. Esau prays over her but does nothing more. Jacob fetches medicine and food, staying to care for her. The widow recovers and blesses Jacob. Chapter 6. The farmer's broken cart. In the road, a farmer struggles with a broken cart. Esau preaches about patience and trust in God. Jacob rolls up his sleeves and helps fix the cart. The farmer thanks Jacob, offering food in return. Chapter 7. The stranger in need. A wounded traveler stumbles onto the path. Esau says, "I will pray for you," and walks on. Jacob carries the stranger to a nearby inn, pays for his stay. Chapter 8. A lesson from the king. The two travelers reach the royal city and are called before King Solomon. Fictional for the story. The king asks, "Who among you has true faith?" Esau claims, "I believe with all my heart." Jacob simply bows his head. Chapter 9. The judgment of actions. The king recalls their journey and the people they encountered. He turns to Esau. "Your words were many, but your hands were idle." To Jacob, "Your actions spoke louder than words." Esau looks ashamed. Chapter 10. The truth of faith in works. King quotes James 2:17. "Faith without works is dead." Esau realizes his mistake and asks for forgiveness. The story ends with both men working together to help others.